my God, everybody. Hey, Bjørn-Rune Nilsen. He wants me to put that masterpiece right there, Queen 2 versus Kiss Meets the Elder. I love this album. But this album ain't no masterpiece. I'm sorry. With Excuse Me. That's a better album, in my opinion. That's the greatest Queen album ever. It's a masterpiece. This one's great, though. I do love it. But it's no masterpiece. Come on. I mean, unless you're a Kiss squat, I'd understand how you think that. Great album. I love it. Many people hate it. Not me. So here we go. We start with, oh, by the way, if you see right here, that's Paul Stanley's autograph. I told the people at the Almost Human Laboratory that works on the AI stuff, I said, get me this album, but with Paul's autograph on the hand. And they did. Now that I look at it, I think they did it. But whatever. All right, so let's get this started. First song, Procession versus Fanfare. They're both intros. Procession's cool. Fanfare's not. That shit's terrible. Kiss loses that. All right, next. Father to Son versus Just a Boy. I don't mind Just a Boy, but Father to Son's way better. I'm giving that to Queen. Next, White Queen As It Begins versus Odyssey. Odyssey sucks. Worst song on here. It blows. Easy win for Queen. Alright, next. Someday, One Day. You know, that's not against Only You. Only You's cool. I do like it. But you know what? I gotta go with Queen again, man. Kiss gonna get anything? Let's find out. Alright, next. The Loser in the End versus Under the Rose. Damn it! Kiss won that one. So you see, I'm not that biased, you Kiss twats. Alright, now it's time to pick a random album. And let's go right here. I see it's the Ramones, man. Road to Ruin. An amazing album. My first Ramones album. It was either this or It's Alive. One of those two. Teenage Lobotomy is the song that I discussed. Is that on? That's not on here. Whoa, man. I thought it was on here. No, this is the one with I Just Want to Have Something to Do. I Want to Be Sedated. Questioningly. God, I love this album. It's the first one with Marky. You know, this original album cover had Tommy, and then they had to redraw Marky. I love this album cover. I gotta find a shirt like that. I want to buy a shirt and walk around. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Right on. Haggie's the head case. What you doing now? On the escalator, I'm talking about Mondo Bizarro. Not cool. Well, no, that album's very cool, and so is this one. Ramones, Road to Ruin. Great pick. All right, next. Ogre Battle versus Dark Light. I know I'm mispronouncing Ogre Battle because somebody corrected me the other day, but I don't care. I'm going to pronounce it as I see it. I know there's Jamaica, and it's, you know, if you read it out, it's Dire Maker. You know, man, stop with that nonsense. Words should be how they are pronounced, how they are spelled. And the way this is spelled, O-G-R-E, Ogre. Ogre. Fuck the correct way to spell it, pronounce it. Fuck you, you nerd. Anyway, that song wins. It goes against Dark Light. You know, I was listening to Dark Light on the iPod Shuffle the other day. And I'm like, man, this song is not really good. But boy, that solo and what's going on behind the solo with the bongos and shit. Holy crap, that rules. That section of Dark Light is freaking amazing. And I think it gets overlooked because the song sucks. It's surrounded by garbage. What a solo. But I got to give that to Ogre Battle. All right. Next. The Fairy Fellows Masterstroke versus A World Without Heroes. Definitely Kiss. Well, you don't know what you're after. That solo Paul Stanley does, Paul Stanley of Kiss, that is, does on that song is amazing. I saw him do it live, acoustically at the 95 convention. It was badass. Alright. Next, Nevermore versus The Oath. I gotta go with The Oath. Another one for Kiss. It's the first song I heard because I bought The Elder on cassette for $1 in like 85. And I heard that song, I was like, damn, son. It wins. Alright, next. The March of the Black Queen versus Mr. Blackwell. Love them both, but definitely, without a doubt, my favorite song off Queen 2, March of the Black Queen. I love Mr. Blackwell, but not even close. Giving that to Queen. Alright, next. Funny How Love Is versus Escape from the Island. I'm going to have to go with Escape from the Island. I love Funny How Love Is. You know, my buddy, if you're watching, he's like, I bet Dr. Fruit's going to mention me now. Yeah, I am going to mention you. He's a huge Queen fan. He's even got a Queen tattoo. But he hates Funny How Love Is, and he thinks I'm Dr. Fruit because I like it. It doesn't win, though. I'll give it to Escape from the Island. Probably my second favorite song after Under the Rose. Alright, the last song. Seven Seas a Ride versus I. You know what? I would give it to I if it was Seven Seas a Ride from the first album, because it's just a little instrumental. But on this album, it's flushed out and awesome and better than I. So Bjorn, this here's the final score. Not bad, you know. Elder got 4. You can, you know. Thought it was a cool battle. But Queen 2. All the way, man. Even Funny How Love Is. Anyway, thank you so much, Bjorn, and everybody out there. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. And if you like to donate, I got a PayPal in that description below. And like the video, it's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Queen 2. Or The Elder. Or if you hate both of them, then go F yourself. And smack 'em a gob.